BSc Batch 1, third year. I will be presenting here about data query language. So let's go with our first slide. Here we can see that what is data query language. So first point is data retrieval core. This says that DQL is a subset of SQL that is used to retrieve data from the database, and the select command is the primary DQL command that is used to um, display the specific data that are required for the user to display from the database. And here we can see an image that show that what is a example of uh, output, after which we can see that analysis how statistics. And in the last point we can see that it is non-modifying. This means that data query language do not modifies any data from the database or table. It just only displays the data. Now we can see what is a schema in SQL Server. Schema is an container that is used for that acts as a container that stores objects, tables, views, functionalities of the database. And here we can see 4 points that are features of schema. First is organization. This means that we need a structured view of our database that is required for organization to uh, get the data. And in the second point we can see permission management. This states that this schema allows us to gain control over every minute things about on the database. And third point state that default schema is DBO. DBO stands for database owner, and the default database that is selected in the SQL Server is master. And the example we can see the how we represent the table. Firstly, we have written a schema name human resource, and then we have written employees, that is a table name. Now select command we know that it is used to retrieve the data that is required for a user. Now where clause is used to apply the condition in the query that is required for the user. For example, we can see that here we have given select command, and then we have written column name, and then we have used from clause to specify the table. Then we have given the where condition, where job title is equal to research and development engineer. This give the output as the where this retrieve the data from the database in which the job title is research and development engineer. And here we can see that the general syntax of SQL query. We can here see that this is a general syntax. Select all. Select all this. That all means we want to display all the data from the database, and these things only retrieve the unique rows of the database. And here we have given a column list. Column list specifies to which column we want to retrieve from the database. And into is not a compulsory term in the syntax of the SQL. It only say that how. Here we have into terminology for the syntax of breakdown of SQL select query, and this is not a compulsory query. It is only used to save the data that we have retrieved from our condition. And then we have from clause. This specifies that which table and schema we are using for the query. And then we have where clause that is used for condition. So here are the syntax which we will be now performing in the SQL Server. Here I have written some questions about select query, and I will be running all of them, executing all of them. First question says that write a query to display the sales order detail of the product. I will be writing select command. Then I will be giving asterisk for set all command. Uh, Here I have selected a master database. I will be changing it to AdventureWorks database. I am using that database. So here we can see the favorable output that we want. This is the list of the product of the sales order data database table. So now I will be going to question number 2, that says write a query to display the sales order detail of the product for which the product is 843. Product ID is 843. So again I will be copying the same line, and I will be applying a condition where using where clause, where product ID equal to 843. Now I will be executing this line. So here we can see that all the product that have product ID 843, all the is displayed here. Now I will be going with third question. Write a query to display the sales order ID and carrier tracking number of the product for which the product ID is 843. This says that we want to only display some specific column from the database. So I will be removing star from here and I will be writing the column name. We want sales order ID and carrier tracking number. So here we can see that we have only got the two columns that are the output of the question according to the question. So I will be now going with fourth question. Report that contains the sales territory ID of salesperson living in the territory with 2 or 4. I will be using here OR operator that is used, so that is used when we want any when we want to give condition. Here the queries, here I have given the hint that is shows that I am using the sales schema and on the table name is sales order. So here we can see that we have got the output which, in which the territory ID is either 2 or 4. It is placed here, only 2 or 4 territory IDs displayed. And the second last query we have, display the different type of credit card used for purchasing products. Here we will be using sales schema and credit card table. Here we will be using distinct keyword that only returns the uh, unique rows from the table. Best. Firstly, we will be displaying all the records from a database, that table names credit card. Select star from. Here the column name for the card type, type of credit card is card type. So I will be using that column name here. Select distinct card type. So here we can see that in this table we have only 4 types of credit card, that is Superior Card, Vista, Distinguished and Colonial Service. And in the last question we have display the detail of the order that have a tax amount of more than $10,000. Here we can see that we have got the all the rows from the table where the tax amount is more than 10,000. We have here got 48 rows. So with this, I would like to end my PPT. Thank you. If you have any query, you can ask.
So how to change column name according to user convenient.
That is not. I can answer it.
Column name.
We can use as clause to change the name of the database and change the name of the column. We write the column name that we want as a new name, and then we use as clause. Then we give the old column name. Then we can give the name of the table. We can change the column name easily.
Can I help? Can I change with the help of equal to?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
So there is a third way also, what he mentioned as and equal to, and if you want you can answer.
नहीं होगा.
Just
We can use three ways to column to change the name of the column. Firstly, we can use blank space. Then we can, or you can use equal to, or we can use as a clause.
So it was a excellent presentation given by him. He explained us very nicely and he has given some sort of demo having 6 important questions. So I think this is help to everyone to understand how to write a query in SQL Server. Okay. Thank you very much for having a good presentation.